Well, hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. I've been itching to play this game for quite a while again, and I also see they did do a few updates, so I'm really interested to see what's going to be new. Now I am going to be skipping the intro just because it saves on a few minutes for the initial crafting phase and everything that you have to do, so we got our hub quite quickly. Just want to check, where did I spawn? A little bit of a distance away from where I want to be, but definitely not too bad. So let's grab our hub over here. Do want to come and do something else real quick. And let's come and customize the character. I think let's use this for the bolt gun. Can definitely use the Somers loop. That's just an alpaca, that's new. Don't remember that one, but the overall color is gonna be black. The secondary color, I think I'm gonna make this red for the channel color, and then also the primary color in black. Right, not too bad. So when we start building things, hopefully the color will be correct right from the get-go. That's why I wanted to do that real quick. Then also want to move this over to my hotbar number 1. So I think we're going to be using that quite a bit. Now there is a few things that I prefer doing immediately as I start the game. And for me this is just really important. And I will always do this. Let's come and grab this power slug here. Little bugger just chilling on the rock. See if we can make this jump. There we go, good. So I'm going to be needing quite a few of them in order to do some memory search. So I know it's a bit slow running like this, but we'll get there quite soon. Luckily that guy's not a dangerous bugger. So let's head over here. There's also something interesting that I saw, and we can actually break down the crashed parts. Yeah, we can. That's perfect. This is going to give us some materials as well. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really liking this. So that's going to give me some wire, cable and iron plates. So is there anything else that we need to break down? Just a little bit of it over this side, and I think we should be good. Let's go and collect our first hard drive. It's right here on top of this rock. Really easy to get to. And the thing is, in the beginning of the game you're going to have to start getting screws made, and you normally need to use rods in order to make it. Now I don't like that, so I always come and collect a hard drive, oh boy, as soon as I start the game. And the rotors as well as the modular frames over here are going to be quite useful in just a little bit. Then we can grab some iron plate again, grab this, the concrete, and then let's open this hard drive. There we go, perfect. Absolutely perfect. That is going to be crazy important. I'm just going to jump down here. Hopefully not break a leg in the process. And I think we should be good. Perfect. Now there's another blue slug on the way to where I want to get the hub down. And it's close to some coal. Now the reason why I want to build over there is it's just a lot easier to get things started. We got a couple iron nodes and stuff around here that we can use eventually. With some water over there for our first power plant. But I think I might actually just use the coal that we're going to get over here in order to run some vehicles. Because in this season I really want to focus on some transportation other than drones. So it's going to be basically focusing on vehicles as well as some trains, because the drones are just, I don't know, having to go around and just fill up with some batteries is quite a bit of work. So I think the trains are just way easier. Let's see if I can come and grab this Mercer-sphere here. Hold on for me, buddy. I'm sorry. Did adjust the audio. I don't know if it might be a little bit too loud. Holy bugger, this guy's whipping my butt here. Okay, buddy. Jeez, just relax. You just need to relax. So let's come and collect this Mercer-sphere. I do know that they are really important as well in order for us to go ahead and just grab some dimensional storage, which makes it fantastic to have A constant supply of building materials in your inventory that you can just access. Don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, this is going to be Caterium. I do know a spot where we're going to find some, so that's not going to be really important to grab now. I do want to collect some of this wood. Going to need it for the biofuel. Also going to be ridiculously important. So we've got 2 coal nodes over this side. We've got a normal and I think another normal right over here. Yeah, that's another normal. But I'm getting distracted. Let me go and grab this other blue power slug. And we should be able to get around to where I want to go and build. Now there's going to be 2 yellow power slugs there. They are also really important because we need to unlock the overclocking as quick as possible. Not in order to do some overclocking, but in order to underclock our concrete machines. Because I just want to see if I can get things to balance out quite easy. At least for the get-go, because we've got quite a bit of work to do. Boy, completely slipped up with that slide and jump there. It's just so much quicker than just running like this. Alright, so first node. This is going to be our iron one. Let's go ahead and get the hub down first, before I even do anything else. So let's get it over this side somewhere. Yeah, I think right next to the copper should be good. Yeah, let's get it down right over there. I just want to see the bolt color. Oh, it's still in yellow. Okay, so we're going to have to get the customizer in order to really do what I want to do there and get the colors correct. So first off, production, we're going to get 1 miner down. Then we're going to be needing a smelter. I think I should leave enough space from the get-go in order to add the splitters and mergers. So we can get 2 of these down. And then also go over to the constructor. So one of these are going to focus on doing our iron rods. Another one over here. Can I get it over here for now? Yeah, it's got supports underneath, so I don't think it should be too bad. And then 2 of them are going to do our iron rod. So 1 for steel plates, 1 for iron rod just for the moment. Let's see if we can get this connected up that way. And then we'll add the splitters and the mergers later. Just really want to connect some power to this. To get things going, I'm gonna need to bring another power line out towards here, split it up this side. We'll add another one later on, so I'm just gonna add this one over there. Before I forget, let's bring this power line out this side. So we need to connect up to our biofuel generators there. I think let's place it just randomly over here. The wires can be a mess in the beginning. That's not going to be the end of the world. So let's just grab them like this. Okay, now we should be able to make some biofuel quite soon. Just want to get my trusty little weapon out, because I do know that there's a couple of things around here. One more to do. Absolutely perfect, buddy. You went down. Yeah, it's quite annoying to pick up the leaves like this, but luckily it's just for the start. As soon as we can get to getting our chainsaw. Seems like I'm glitching over here in order to get up this rock. What's going on? Just go back a little bit, slide, and there we go. Perfect. So this is the first yellow power slug. Oh boy, look at this big fella. Oh boy, look at this big fella. And he definitely shoots some spitting balls at us. Oh boy, I'm stuck in him. Let's see if we can grab him before he actually takes us down. I think I might die. Yeah, I think I might die. No, just made it. Barely, but we made it. Okay, so drop off the hard drive, the 2 power slugs, the Mercer sphere. We're not going to be needing that for the moment. The hawk remains. Spitter remains. I don't think we're going to be needing the bacon agaric. What is it called? Agaric. Bacon agaric. Okay, so with that done, let's quickly turn off all of the recipes and just show what we can. And then let's get the biomass made. This should be able to get my iron production up and running, because that's going to be the most important bit. So go over here, right click to split it, hold down shift and left click in order to just drop it on in. There we go. Iron production should be starting up, even though it's just going to be making us some iron plates there. What's going on here? Okay, that is connected, so it's starting to run. I guess the machines will only turn on once they get the materials in. Okay. So I'm not going to worry too much about the other machine over there. I may as well just break these down. Might be a good idea to do it. So then we're going to need a miner for our copper. I'm going to be facing it in that direction. Then we'll have the smelter over this side. No, my mouse wheel is messing around a bit. I really need to change my mouse here. Okay, so if we connect this into here, we can hold down R and select straight. And then it should give us a nice decent bend, regardless of how we place the machines down. So that's going to be copper ingots. It takes 30 in order to make 30, and I think the miner is going to give us 60 a minute. So we can definitely have 2 smelters. Get another one down a bit later. I just want to get the initial setup here, so we can add 1 constructor. Say about there. I do want to leave enough room in order to get a splitter in later. Just basically adding the machines I need. Okay, so that's going to be for our wire production. I know it's clipping through there, don't mind it. This is all just the initial phase stuff to do. So don't worry about your wires, just get your machines up and running so that you can start getting the materials. And then also we're going to need some storage, so that is going to be on number 5. Just going to add it straight, let's say over this side. So I'm just going to add it in like that for now. Should have done the same thing there with our iron plates. Quickly go and get that set up. And then we'll start focusing on getting some hub unlock selected there. Because there is quite a few to do. Come on, little mouse, don't be messing with me this much. I really need to get a new one. Man, I've been playing so much with this that my mouse doesn't even want to work. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Because it doesn't seem like I can get the container directly over there. Okay, let's just do it this way. So that's going to be my iron plates loading out, hopefully. Just select it. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to be iron plates. This machine is going to focus on the iron rods. As soon as we can get the splitter system. Then all we need to set up is going to be our concrete production. That's just going to be a miner and a constructor. And this is why we need to get the overclocking unlocked, because this is going to allow us to underclock the limestone machine and get 2 of them down. And underclock them to produce, I think it's 10 each. So that's going to be 20 concrete a minute. Just take a look. Let me just bring this a little bit more forward. Then we got our concrete at 15 a minute using up 45, but this only gives us 60. So with that being the case, we can get 2 machines doing 20 concrete a minute using up 30 limestone each, which isn't too bad at all. Get this over there, connect that up. Okay, perfect. So we got concrete, we got some wire being made as well as the iron plate. So the only other thing that we're going to be short on is going to be the rods for now. And look at that, already got 46. Okay, so first thing first, let's go to our hub here. Now we can either do obstacle clearing, and that's going to allow us to get the power sorted out really early on, but I think we do need to go for this logistics first. And we're going to need a bit of wire as well as some rods. So I'm going to be grabbing quite a bit of leaves. Just let things run a little bit and then get some biomass made. I don't want to be running out of power here while you guys are watching, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get that filled up. We'll unlock the logistics, get our splitters and mergers, and then we should be off to the races. Next up, I'm gonna push for the MAM research because we need to get that hard drive scanned, because the main thing with that is going to be as soon as we can make screws directly from iron ingots, we don't have to use up our rods, and that's also gonna make a major difference to the game. Okay, so then just before we actually go and launch the port there, I did add 2 more biomass burners. We're definitely going to be needing this extra power. So let's go ahead and launch the port for the logistics. And that will allow us to have the mergers and the splitters. Next up is going to be some screws, iron plate and wire in order to get our MAM. Interesting, so that's going to take 3 minutes for it to come back. And then we should be able to actually go ahead and just get everything done here. So I'm just going to break down everything over here. Let's get this set up properly. So we're going to need another smelter. You know what, let's break this down first. Make sure we do this properly. So under production, let's go for smelters. Man, I can't wait to get the blueprint machine. It's going to make building so much easier. So it's going to start getting dark soon as well. That's interesting. Okay, so my splitter system needs to go to number 4. That's where I prefer having it. Got quite a bit of ingots. Let me just drop this in here. Just empty out my inventory now. Fortunately, you need to drag it when you do that. And I know that I don't have to select it. You can always just press Ctrl and C and V to copy and paste. Way easier to get things done that way. So let's add a splitter. Let's say right over here. And we can just add the connections into this. So it gives you a nice and proper bend using the straight method. Yeah, that is so much better. So we got the connection point in the middle. Let's add it over there. I'm just going to add extra ones. Doesn't really matter all that much. I think this should be good. Okay, so let me just think about it. So we got 1 splitter feeding into 2 constructors in order to do our wire. And then we'll need another 2 constructors for wire in order to do the cable. So this is going to get quite interesting. I think if my mouse just wants to work with me, let's add it a little bit further. Oh boy, I need some cable here. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough. Really hope so. Doesn't take too much to build it, so hopefully that's gonna be enough. Might actually run out of reinforced iron plates first, so let's get this in here. Gonna add a splitter. It's gonna take all the ingots from this machine into 2 constructors doing our wire. Just go ahead and select it, then we can say Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And that's gonna be our wire production. Now we do need to merge this up again. So let's just select a merger. Have it facing this side. Go ahead and connect up the 2 machines. And now we can add our container. You don't want to add this though, because we need to add another 2 and then another constructor in order to get our cable made. The wire, the cable. So I'm going to add a bit of a distance because of this pole here. And let's see if we can bring this one around the far side. Man, it's too long. Let me just think. I want to get it directly in line with this though, which it just doesn't seem to be. Okay, nonetheless, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. This is just our startup production. Let's see if I can get on top here. Add the connections for our constructor. to be on the left side. And then we need to connect it up to a power line here. So we can use this connection. Okay, good. Very good. So let's bring this around the power line. What happened over there? Bring it over the side. So we're gonna need the cable or the wire first and then the cable. So how do I want to get this done? Come on, mouse, work with me. There we go, perfect. I think this is gonna be too close. I'm gonna need to move it forward a little bit. If I move it over there, I think that should be fine. So we can add the splitter, feeding it to both these machines. And it's getting quite dark. Hopefully daytime will be around the corner. And then these are going to be wired, that's correct. And then it needs to merge on up here. So let's go to a merger. Bring it right over here, I think should be fine. Let me get on there. So is this way too close to get in, or what's going on here? Because this is the merger facing towards us, so it shouldn't be a problem connecting in here. That's so weird. Can connect to this one, no problem at all. Let's just break this down again. So I think I might actually have a little bit of a clipping issue. And that's gonna be annoying. But it's just for the start, so it's not really gonna clip in too much, but it is still yellow. What's going on here? This machine is facing the correct way. It just refuses to connect in here. This is interesting. Now let me get my merger again. That's gonna be the merger. See if we can get it directly in line with this. I don't know, for some reason it just refuses to. See if I place it a bit further away. There we go, now it can go in there. Man, that was giving me a lot of trouble unnecessarily. So how can I connect this up? See if we bring it out towards the side for a bit. Just don't want a clipping, so I'll clean that belt up as soon as we actually go ahead and get everything done the correct way. So am I going to be able to fit a constructor in here? I need more cable. That is the whole reason why we need to get this set up. And there's quite a few things that we're going to have to do. We have to go over to the iron and get the iron rods made as well. Then I think the field research will only be done in the next episode. So let's see if we can connect this in here. It's overlapping, I think. So we can get it directly over there, but is the belt gonna fit? No. Not under curve or default. Interesting. Let's move this container a little bit. Maybe that will work. Trying to think of where I want to place it. It's much better getting on top and then getting it down. But I think over there should be fine. Can only use the default for now. That's fine, that's no issue. Then we go and select the recipe, change it over to cable. So that's going to take 60 a minute, it's perfect. And then giving us 30 cable a minute. So it's not the best, but it's definitely good enough for the start. We're not going to have any issues at all. All we need to do is just connect this up to power. And then also if you select a power pole, you can get it placed down in your power line. No issues at all. So just need to power this one constructor over there. Get up here. I do know that it is a bit dark, so I do apologize for that. Come on, don't you dare do that, you bugger. was moving around there a little bit on the belt, so making it a little bit more difficult to actually get the power line in. Connect it up there and we should be good. Okay, so we got wire being produced and some cable. Perfect. And it's getting quite a bit of it. Okay, so that's good. Let's go and take a look at our iron. That's going to be 278 in steel plates already. Iron rod still got enough in order to get things done. Yes, so let's go ahead and get the splitting done. This is going to be our constructor for the rod. So for the moment, I think let's break this down. And then for the moment, what I am going to be doing is using a merger. If I can just get it directly in line with this. There we go, that's perfect. Placed over that side. Let's see if we can get our container. Let's see if we flip this way. It's going to be too close. Come on, where's the direct line for this? There we go. Just get the correct side here. Okay, that's fine. So we can add that in there. Use this other one for the rods. Take it directly over that side. Just make sure it is selected as rods. And then we need to add a splitter in this side. And hopefully one that's going to work with the belts. Okay, we can use the default belt for now. I just want to get the raw materials. That's going to be the most important thing. Because without it, there's absolutely nothing we can do. Do I want to connect to this power line? You know what? Let's just do it. Because the smelter is connected. We just have to select the iron ingots. Get a curved belt in there. Just add a splitter over this side. Just add a straight connection if I can. And perfect. So that's going to be all of our iron being used up for the moment in order to give us 30 iron rods a minute and then 20 iron plates a minute. Definitely not the most, but it is definitely going to be helpful. May as well just move this. Just bring it a little bit closer, then I don't have to run like a maniac in between the machines the entire time in order to get to things here. Just add that in there, and perfect, there we go. Got more than enough iron plates, so let's go and start getting things into the machine here. Just grab some more wire. Yeah, I think we're gonna need it because we need 300. There we go, that's perfect. Got some cables being produced, so I don't have to go and manually craft it anymore. That's perfect. Okay, so we got everything except for the screws. I should be able to craft this up. Let me get that done. Then we can start scanning that hard drive and getting our proper screw recipe. And with our screws produced, let's go ahead and get this launched. That's going to be field research done. So we got base building and then we got obstacle clearing. I'm going to have to start getting this done as well. But let's finish up with our first tier. So we got enough concrete, we got enough iron plate. We just need to grab some rods. Not doing too bad. I think it shouldn't take too long in order to get this done. But I definitely want to go ahead and grab a little bit of this. Let's see, what do I need in order to make the MAM? Some reinforced iron plate, only 2 of them, and some wire. Definitely good on the wire. How's our biomass looking? Should actually take a look at this just to ensure the machines don't run out. Oh boy, we only got 11. I'm gonna need to go ahead and grab some more. Let's head over here. Yeah, I think we'll leave the blade runners for next episode. It's something I really prefer to get. And I do know where a rock quartz node is, and it's absolutely close by. But that's going to take a bit of time, and if I select the research for the hard drive, you know what, no, I think I'll get it. Because that is something that's extremely important. It makes you run a lot quicker and then also jump a lot further. So running in between the starter sections, especially for the first few episodes, that's going to be extremely useful. And then somewhere over that side at the top we got the Caterium. in order to get our, what do you call them, the zipline thing. Little tool that we can use to just ride the cables. So that is also way better. Got a big fella over there that's probably going to chase me shortly. Yeah, he definitely spotted me. Cheeky bugger, just leave me alone. I don't want to be messing with you. Just need to go and grab a bunch of leaves. And there we go, just ran out of power. So yeah, it does happen. Does happen to everyone. So I've got 4 machines. I'm gonna split it evenly. I don't think it's gonna run for too long though. Not on 200 biomass. I do know that one machine had less than the other one. I'm just gonna split it up like this. Let's take a look. So this one has nothing. Let's add in 50. Can add in 50 over here. Take a look at these. So they still got 19. So I wonder, split it up like this. Add another 25 and then we'll just split the other parts again into 4. And hopefully this should be enough. Really hope so. Need to get my power back on here. As long as it just lasts for a while long enough in order to get these things done. So the only thing we're short on is going to be the rods. And that's going to be to get the base building. How many rods do we even have? Not enough. Not near enough. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough there. Bugger. Okay, but we should be able to make the reinforced iron plate in order to get the MAM. See if we can make some screws. Okay, wait, we got enough here. We can make 3 of them. And I think you need a total of 5. Then let's grab our hard drive, the power slugs, mesosphere. Everything that we can scan, we're going to do that immediately. While we wait for a couple of things to actually be produced there. So we got the one for the hawk remains. Didn't kill a spider, but we do have the spitter remains there. I don't know why it kicks me out of the menu. That's interesting. We've got some power slugs. This is going to be really important. Just don't like that it kicks me out of the MAM every time. It's so weird. Never did that before. Okay, now it's not doing it, so I don't know what's going on there. We got a yellow power slug, but we need some cable. We need some more for that as well. Okay, so we can go over to the mesosphere. Get this done, and this should unlock the dimensional storage. Why is it not showing? Interesting. Don't want to get the SAM, and we don't have a Somus loop, so we're not going to focus on those things. Okay, get the hard drive scanned. That's going to take 10 minutes in order to get it done. I'm just going to wait for the iron rods, do some manual crafting on a couple other things. Because we definitely need to get that unlocked for the power so that we can get our concrete a bit more balanced out. While I'm heading this side, let's go and grab this other power slug in here. Don't know if I already did it now. Okay, so we got some spiders over here. Don't mind them. It's gonna be too annoying. Oh boy. Unless you don't get up there the way you should. Just get up. Okay, these spiders really want to be annoying today. Because I do know that you can get this thing without them messing around too much. So we got that power shard. And then, how many rods do I have? I've got enough. Okay, let's get a workshop down. Grab a couple of these miners. Oh, you buggers, you actually followed me outside. Okay, we got one down. Get the spitter remains. You lucky bugger. Oh, come on. Where are you guys coming from? I think it takes about 3 hits to get them down. Why can't I get that guy? Oh boy. Come on, get out. There we go. Got him. This guy avoided me. just slamming thin air here. Guy might actually kill me like this. Fucking bugger. Leave me in peace. Absolutely just leave me in peace here. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is show you guys where the raw quartz is. I'm going to use 4 miners just to grab 400 of it. I think that should be more than enough while we wait for some material. And then this should be good to go in order to get our blade runners. I really want to get that. I changed my mind. I definitely need it. So much quicker outrunning the enemies as well. And you can really jump quite a distance. So grab our miners. Let's come and place them down here with this other big fella right over this side. So that's going to be 4 of them. Just going to take a minute or 2 for them to fill on up. While I wait for that, let's go and kill these other guys. My health is ridiculously low, but I think we should be able to make it. Come on, buddy. Okay, this one went down. No, he didn't go down. I thought he did. Okay, this guy definitely went down. Oh, bugger, I can't pick that up. Why not? Come on, buddy. One more. There we go. Okay, we got these hawk remains, but why can't I pick up this other one? Even if I crouch, I can't pick it up. That's annoying. They are important. We can get some alien DNA made. I think it's called that. And that will allow us to go ahead and get a couple of quick tickets in the shop there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a bit more. Buddy, you just stay all the way there, please. I don't think I have the health to deal with you. Can I actually eat this in order to regain health? Yes, we can. Okay, I'll just go and pick up a bit more later on. Not going to be the end of the world. So I think this should be more than enough. Let's head on back. Oh no, I think that big guy spotted me and he's gonna chase me for quite a distance. He normally does, but I think we can outrun him. And I really hope so. I do apologize if this episode is going on a bit longer, but you know what? Just the starting things. Something we just gonna have to do. Okay, so grab some concrete, head over here, grab some wire and cable. Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. And we should have enough rods in order to get the base building unlocked as well. So that's going to be tier 1 fully completed for today. Can start working on tier 2 for the next one. But I'm gonna have to wait for this hard drive. Can't really do anything else until then. Just get our mam here at the back. So that's still gonna be 5 more minutes. We need to do the quartz. Then I think it's gonna be over on the right hand side. We're gonna get the silica. And from there we can get our blade runners. Now the modular frames that we picked up there by that crash site is really important, because this is just enough in order to get the unlock for the blade runners as well as actually get them made. So I'm just gonna run around, grab some biomass, and then as soon as the mam is done, we'll go ahead, get everything unlocked as well as get our recipe for the screws, and we should be good to go for the next episode then. And just a few more seconds, we should have our screw recipe. This is going to be fantastic. So we can get 6 inventory slots, but this is the most important thing. Alternative cast screws. It takes up 5 ingot in order to give us 20 screws, instead of using the rods in order to make them. So that's going to be a production rate at 50 a minute. I'm definitely selecting that. Just go and check something over here. We did get the stinger remains as well. Let's grab it. And then we should be able to unlock the alien or bioorganic properties, alien DNA capsule, which is also going to be really important. Expanded tool belt, we get the rebar gun. Those are all things we'll get much later on. I did go ahead and get the paleberry, so let's unlock that as well. See what we can get. Doesn't open anything for us. And then let's get the overclock in order to do the concrete machines in the next episode, and also one of the yellow power slugs here in order to get the power shards. We'll be using that on the iron production in the next episode. So let's do the quartz. And that will allow us in order to get the silica. And I think we need 50 in order to unlock this, so not too bad. And then 200 to get another inflated pocket dimension. No, I don't want to break it down. So let's see if we can just quickly craft this up. I know we're going to need 50 in order to unlock it. I'm not exactly sure how much we're going to need in order to build this. But you'll see in just a moment what a massive difference this is going to make. Especially just moving around, we can get quite a bit of distance for anyone who hasn't really gotten into Satisfactory. Just grab that. Go and unlock the blade runners. So that's going to be 10 of our modular frames. Just get it unlocked. Perfect. And then we do need to quickly get our equipment workshop out. It should be fine. Now what do we need in order to make the blade runners? Just 10 more silica. Really easy. Okay, so that's going to be 20. That should be enough. Get it made, and oh boy, this is going to make a major difference. Oh, this is fantastic. One of the quickest things you need to get. Just look at the distance that we can jump now. Makes a major difference here. Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh man, I enjoy this. I really miss this game quite a bit. So many things to do. And we'll definitely get a lot of production done. This time I really want to focus on doing efficiency, because that is going to be like the most important thing to do. So I don't think there's anything else that we need to unlock except for sending the port away for our base production. And that's going to unlock our floors as well as walls. Fantastic. Come on, buddy. Please take a lift off there for us. Good. And then let's take a look. So we got the resource sink. This is going to be quite a bit easier to unlock right from the get-go in the next episode, because there's a couple of things I want to check in the shop. I want to see if there's any new items, and then also there's a couple of things that we will definitely be needing. So then also the chainsaw, this is going to be really important. I'll just do this one off camera. The reason for that is going to be is I need to have power, and I don't want to be struggling with any power issues in the beginning of the next one. I only got 50 more biomass, and I only noticed now that we can load the biomass directly into this. So we're gonna get a power generation room, then we'll complete our iron production. I'll get a to-do list made, then we'll do some proper iron production, as well as the copper and the concrete. Yeah, I think I'm just going to save up on a bunch of material so that we can do that. We'll just get directly into breaking everything down. I'll get containers moved here and just add everything in there. See if I can get enough material saved on up so that we can just directly get to the foundation layout, as well as getting the machines done. And just not have to run around like this in order to get to everything. It should make a major difference. Why do I see a red light here at the back? What's going on? Something is not working. Oh, I never added the other constructor to power. That's why my rods have been taking so freaking long to do. Oh boy. That is my mistake. But anyway, we should be good. Now we can start the obstacle clearing. That's just going to be a bunch of screws. The rest I have more than enough on. So I'm just going to make the screws. Oh man, look at that. We can just get this done quite easy. Let's see if we can just quickly unlock this. Might take a few seconds. But anyway, I'm definitely going to get a to-do list on. And see if I can work out the rates ahead of time. So that we can check how much iron plate, iron rods and screws we can produce. As well as the wire and the cable should be the same as it is now. Because that is about the limit of that miner. Unless we overclock it, and I don't want to be doing too much overclocking because it uses up a lot more power. But we can do the copper building. Balance out the concrete because we're going to need that. And I'm going to need a lot of concrete and steel plates in order to get the first foundations done. Until we can actually go ahead and get just the plain concrete foundations. It's way cheaper to build it that way. But we need the store. So there's a couple of things we can still unlock in the MAM as well. We can get the raw quartz. There's another section of that as well that I haven't done. Let's just quickly get the screws. We should be good. Also the stinger protein, I'll get a couple of alien DNA capsules so that when we get the shop down we can just immediately buy what we need and then start the building process. I just think it's going to be way easier. So this is the first and the only episode that I want things to be as messy as it is, because you really need to move between the machines to get to everything. So add in the screws and there we go. Obstacle clearing done. Under quartz we've got the quartz crystal, that's the other one. I'll also get the silica made in order to get this extension to our inventory. Can we see if I can find the beryl nut and the bacon agaric again. Don't have a purple power slug. We need some screws in order to get the slug scanning. So definitely not too bad. I need 200. Okay, that's not too bad at all. I do hope you guys still enjoyed the episode and that I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Alpha Blessed Gamer out.